And how are you? Happy Sunday. I am so happy to see you guys. I missed you so much last week. How is everyone? Just check in to see who's here. Good morning, good morning. What's that? Valerie! Oh my gosh, thank you for the super chat, $19.99. Oh my gosh. And the dancing thing that says you're amazing. Thank you so much, Valerie. Good morning. What a way to start off the live. Thank you so much. And you know what? She just said, it's so glad we're back. It felt like forever. I felt like that too. It's like I felt so like, where's the K squad? It's so funny how like 1 week and I've just missed you guys. So hi everyone. Good morning. Oh, thank you, Valerie. That just made my day. Thank you. And just seeing you all here today, I'm just so happy. Hi, Denise, Nadine, Jamie. Good morning, Jamie. Hi, Willow. Hi, Katrina. I saw Sandra earlier. Hi, Sandra. Ramona. No, Nimzo, we just got on. Good morning, Rachel, Mariella, Goldiefish24. Good morning. True Blonde Mom, good morning. Back together, reunited, and it feels so good, as they say. Good morning, son. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you guys. Did we read chapter 7? Hi, Noble Inger. Debbie, I missed you too. Ooh, from Italy, hello. Hey, Buns, come here. Look, Buns is gonna be with us, but through the window. Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys. And it's actually really nice out again. I might take this off in a bit. It's warming up. Okay. Oh, I just want to chat with you guys and see how everything is going, but I know we're here to at least partly discuss this book. Hi, Nimzo. Oh, Buns. Poor baby. He was not feeling well last night, you guys. He wasn't drinking and he wasn't purring, like something was off. But this morning he's back to his normal self. He's eating again, drinking. But I was like, last night something was not quite right. But he's good again today. And he's gonna put his butt in our face. Okay. Buns, you chill, okay? You good? Hi, Jerry. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the agenda for today, if you will. We're going to discuss the book, of course. We're going to discuss chapter 7. Then we're going to discuss the book that I plan to read with us together for the month of June. And then I'm going to share a personal story of how my Mother's Day went and how my week has been just a little off. And I will explain why at the end. So hopefully you're up for chapter discussion, announcement of book for June, and then a personal story, because you know you got to throw that in there once in a while. All right, let's get started. Oh no, I'm depressed right now, but my faintness, I feel like it won't get better. Things keep coming up. That is a common feeling. Please know that. And is it a sad story, Willow? No, it's not. But for, I have asked you this before and I feel like I cannot remember. Is it Suzanne or Suzanne? How is it pronounced? Can you let me know? Because we are also friends on Instagram. Is it pronounced the way that I see it, like Suzanne, or is it Suzanne? It means a lot to me that I say your name's right. But just know that things can feel really the second one, Suzanne. Okay. Suzanne, it's like, you know, it's up and down, right? With finances, and you're going to feel at these points where you're just like, you're in a hole and you feel like you're not going to get out, but like taking little baby steps and keep plugging away and chipping away, you're going to get there, and we're all here to support you, right, K Squad? Okay, well, investing's probably not your favorite chapter in the state that you are feeling right now, but let's talk about it. We're on to number 7, chapter 7 of I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. So I talk about this all the time, right, guys? That investing I wish I would have started earlier, and many of you are investing in some way or another. Hey, Margaret. And I want you guys to know that it is my personal belief that you should get investing as early in life as possible. Yesterday was the best day to start, but if not, I mean, from when you're in your like teens, if Rosie Bunny's here, Valerie, your daughter, like I get started as soon as possible, because compound interest is a thing. And when you're younger, you think it's too young to worry about that. And then you get older and you think I'm too old to start that. It's like, do it now, do it now. Investing is definitely a way to build some wealth and some security in the future. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Or I don't make it complicated. I keep it really simple. So let me kind of dive into this, and let's just find a way that we can kind of incorporate investing into our lives without making it a big deal. Not making it a big deal. That's probably the wrong word. Without stressing over it. The title of the chapter is Investing Isn't Only for Rich People. And that's why I titled the thumbnail for any income level, because it's not just for rich people. It's for all income levels, depending how much you want to invest at first. It can be just a little bit, but a little bit can go a long, long way. And especially the earlier you start. But even if you guys are older, I didn't start investing till I was 37. Not a dollar until 37. So just know, like, you got, start now. Okay. So he's talking about, this is actually quite a long chapter, so I have to kind of pick and choose. And I was trying to go through it this morning of like what I wanted to highlight. Talks about automatic investing is not some revolutionary technique that I just invented. It's a simple way of investing in low-cost funds that I don't want to get too. So anyway, he talks about automatically investing. So like for me, I do my 401k. That's automatic to the match, and that's like the easiest way to do it if your employer gives you that option. What I kind of want to fast forward to talks about the magic of financial independence. And he said he remembers going on a TV to talk about the book. And somebody says, great job. So do you have to work anymore? And he sat back and he realized he'd never thought about that. But he said, no, I don't have to work anymore. He said that was a powerful moment. It's an example of the crossover point where your investments earn enough to fund your expenses automatically. So it says, imagine one day you woke up. I like imagining things. And you had enough money in your accounts to never work again. In other words, your investments were generating so much money that your money was actually producing more money than your salary. That's the crossover point. The crossover point first described by Vicki Robin and Joe Dominguez in their book, Your Money or Your Life, which if you've been with me, you guys all read that with me in February as our second book of the year. So we have read that book. It's an incredibly influential idea in personal finance. So then he goes to talk about the FIRE movement a little bit. If you're not familiar with the FIRE movement, FIRE stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. And so there's such thing as lean FIRE, where you don't have to work anymore and you're just like covering the basic expenses. And then there's fat FIRE. Fat FIRE is for people who want to live an extravagant life at the highest levels of spending. So I've said this before. If I had known about FIRE in my 20s, I think my life would be completely different, because I think I would have gone for it. Like, probably, Is anybody doing that? Is anybody trying to do that right now? Is anybody completely engrossed in fire right now? Let me know in the comments if anybody's into it. So again, the summary of the terms for that: financial independence when you've earned enough that your investments will pay for your life in perpetuity, retiring early, often in your 30s or 40s. I'm 55. I think the FIRE movement passed me by. My husband loan payments don't start until October. We'll see our options then. Okay. Nope. Selena, nope. Okay, you guys are trying to help Suzanne, I see. Okay. I'm going to keep going just so I don't lose my focus at the moment, but I will be reading all that after. Achieving FIRE isn't easy, and typically most people dismiss it out of hand. He says, I'm too young to think about it. Then later they say it's too late for me to start. It's always something, right? But I'm just going to give you a quick example of this in case anyone is interested. I'm just going to give a quick example. He said, for example, if your household income's $80,000 and your monthly expenses are $6,000, you could reach the crossover point in 38 years by following the usual advice of saving and investing 10%. Or you could reach it a lot faster. How? I'll show you some real numbers. Option 1, you could cut your monthly expenses down to $3,000 a month. Many people find it difficult to live on $36,000, or put another way to imagine cutting their spending in half. So you can spend your in half. But there are countless online examples of lean FIRE followers actually doing it. Following this strategy, you could reach your crossover point in just 12 years. Keep in mind the trade-off here. 12 years is extremely fast for a crossover point, but you've targeted ongoing spending of $36,000 per year. And you guys know, we've talked about, actually, he's going to mention this in a second. Hold on, I'll keep going. Option 2, you could raise your income. Let's say you follow the advice on my website to negotiate your salary and receive a 30% raise. If you take all that extra money and invest it, you'd hit the crossover point in 22 years. Again, notice this takes longer than the above, a lot longer. But in this example, you've targeted spending $72,000 per year. Option 3, you could do a combination of both. If you increased your income by 30% and cut your spending by 30%, you'd hit your crossover point in 9 years. So that's just something. I know a lot of us are not on that path right now, so I'm going to keep moving. Even though it is, if you are, it's a really cool concept in my mind. Like when I think about it, when I watch other people's journey, I'm like, ooh, that is really cool. Okay, the building blocks of investing. So I know I've talked to you guys. I think a lot of you have a 401k, and some of you have even jumped into the Roth IRA. It's talking about stock. I don't want to get into the specifics on this because I think you guys might be a little, well, I don't know. I don't know if this will be like, if you're just going to glaze over, I'd rather not waste your time. But if you're interested, stocks, bonds, it goes through explaining these things. So please just check it. I'm on page 222. Check that out if that's something that you're looking to, dive more into, more specifics. And so it talks about the different kinds of stocks: large cap, mid cap, small cap. And just also know that if you're going to do a 401k for the first time, right, I glaze over that's what I was figuring, so I don't want to go too far into it. If this is something that you're looking for more details, just read the book. You know what I hate? I don't know why I hate this term. When people say, do the research, especially when it comes to this, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking for. Research what? Like, what am I looking for? Does anybody feel like that? They're like, well, just do your research. Okay, but where? What am I looking at? So he gives specific examples. So that my point being, read the details if that's something that you're looking more into. Talks about the importance of being diversified. Talks about stocks, bonds, kind of what the spread of how to do that, Mutual funds. Not bad, pretty convenient, but often expensive and unreliable. That's so funny. My economics class in high school, So that was back in the 90s. The only thing I remember, the only thing that I learned in that was he said, yes, Valerie, you guys hear me on that? But he said mutual funds, invest in mutual funds. This was back in the 90s. And that's what he said. Like, that's the only thing I remember him saying. That stuck with me. And also that he was a Crest kid. He preferred Crest toothpaste. Isn't that a funny thing that I remember? All right, mutual funds, index funds. You're gonna glaze over. I know you're gonna, so I'm gonna keep moving. Target date funds, investing the easy way. So this is all, okay, but let me just drive home the two things that I'm familiar with, because I feel like I qualify to talk about it because I do both. The 401k and the Roth IRA. Let's just talk about it really quick. 401k, again, or a 403b is for nonprofit, or 401k for your business. So Suzanne, you have knowledge for the index funds because you watched the Fire documentary. Oh, where is that Fire documentary? I don't think I've seen that yet. Can you tell me where it is and what it's called if you remember? Selena says Ramsey recommends mutual funds. 401k, if you don't do it yet, I just can't express it enough. And make that a priority. If your company offers a 401k, I told you I didn't invest in it in my 20s. I didn't know what it was. So, Google Play. Okay. So if you invest in your 401k, even to the match, which most companies, not most, but many have 3%, 4%. I've told you mine's 6%. Do to the match and then make your numbers work. You will not regret it. I really don't think you'll regret it. So that's an easy way to do it. I just, we had a guy that from the company that we deal with, I said, well, what should I invest in? And there was an aggressive growth based on your age, based on your risk factor. They help you. So don't feel helpless with it. Ask for help. Your company has somebody that will provide a little information, a little helpful information with you. Just ask and do it, right? And then the Roth IRA is the second thing that I would highly recommend. I told you mine's through Fidelity. At my age, you can do up to $6,000 a year, invest up to $6,000. And that's when you max it out, you can't contribute anymore. And so I try to max that out every year. And again, that one I played around with a little bit myself. I picked my own stocks, but now as far as research goes, doing my own research, I Googled a bunch of articles of stocks that were doing well over, past 10 years, whatever, with a long running history. And I kind of just looked at the numbers, looked at what made sense, looked at what was doing well for the long run and was on the up and up. Kind of just I was kind of very inexperienced with that, but I played around with it and I came up with what makes sense to me. And of what I have invested in, I think it's going pretty decently. There was a little dip in the market just recently. And the investment part too, guys, once you start investing, you don't have to look at it every day. I'm a freak and I look at it almost every day, but it can get really discouraging because that thing fluctuates. So if you're one day you have 11,000 and the next you have 10,500, you're like, oh my gosh, I just lost 500, but just chill, stay, don't be moving stuff around. You're in it for the long run. Don't panic. Hello, Nellie from France. So happy to see you this morning. All right. So this goes on to share a bunch of stuff. Keeping it manageable. How many funds should I invest in? Again, giving kind of stock bond ratio. Again, you guys will glaze over. I know you. There might be two of you that want to hear these details, but I'm not going to do it today. What about other kinds of investments? Real estate, art, high risk, high potential for reward investments. He has really good information, you guys. So what about crypto? I'm not talking about crypto on here. I know nothing about crypto. I have not gotten into that. And I don't feel educated enough to talk about it for too long. You know what I mean? All right. So his action steps at the end saying, figure out your investing style. Decide whether you want the simple investment options of a target fund date or the increased control of index funds. And he recommends a bunch of stuff. 2, research your investments. Research your investments. If you've decided on a target fund, research the funds with Vanguard, T. Rowe, Price, and Schwab. He gives contact information on page 114. If you're constructing your own portfolio, it would take more time than if you just did like a one they recommend. Buy your funds. Buying a target fund, it's easy. First trade, I'm not doing it. So read, like if that's the kind of thing you're in. But the whole bottom line with all this, guys, is investing. Hi, Chantel. Good morning, hon. How are you? Investing early and often is a good idea. But once you've put it on auto, like my 401k, when I originally invested, just telling you, I have not looked at my investments since. Like I'm not actively moving them around. And I'm afraid to say it out loud because I feel like it didn't even make sense. But like usually like you have an expected return rate of like 8%. The one at my new job looks like it's like 30%. And I'm like, that's crazy. Or maybe I'm just getting lucky at this time. I'm not sure. So knock on wood, it fluctuates. But if you're not invested in anything, I would really recommend doing it. If you don't have a company sponsored thing, 401k, Roth IRA, 401k or 403b, I would do a Roth IRA. So at least you get your hand in there, get your hand in the pot. Hi, Fran. Donna, how are you? Donna, how is retirement, my dear? How's it going? Nellie, you're painting your ceiling. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry that was a quicker discussion on it, but I don't want you to glaze over, and I actually have a bunch of other stuff to talk about. I hope you guys don't mind. I know that was super quick on the investment part, but the point is invest, and all the little nitty-gritty details are in there. He really does a good job of doing that. So if that's where you're doing it, like if that's what you're interested in, go through the details. It's kind of personal also, so I don't, Thank you, Sandra. Donna, your retirement's wonderful. Oh my gosh, how are you spending your time? And TC's life, how are you? You're afraid to spend money though. Donna, I bet, because you're like, you've got like a little nest egg, right? And then you're like, okay, like what is worth spending it? Hi, Noreen. Oh, Debbie, what would you just say? What is that? I think I missed something. Look at Buns cleaning himself, you guys. But seriously, last night he did not feel well, and he wasn't cleaning himself. Something was off. So I'm so happy he's cleaning, he's drinking, he's eating. Ugh. Yeah, your nest egg, watching your nest egg go down is probably like, yeah, but that's what it's there for. Remember that. That's what it's there for. Good morning, nature girl. Okay, I am really happy to talk about our next book. Are we ready to move on a little bit? Sorry, it's a weird day today, but okay. So, the next book that I want us to read, okay? Oh, okay. Thank you, Debbie. Is a book that I actually read 2 years ago, but it resonated with me hard at the time. And just like other books that once you read them and then time has passed and you kind of fall out of the pattern, you fall out of the pattern and you don't. But I remember when I read it, it impacted me greatly, and I want it to impact you as well. It was a game changer at the time, and it lasted quite a while. And then, okay, what I feel, and tell me if I'm wrong, I feel like the K Squad really resonated with Atomic Habits. Am I correct in thinking that? Did you guys enjoy Atomic Habits? Of the books we've read so far, was that one of your favorites? Can you let me know in the comments? Was Atomic Habits one of your favorites so far? Yes, right? Like that one to me was like, boom, 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 boom. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to read the room right. Hey, Jude. Yeah. Pam. Everyone. Okay. That was kind of the vibe I got. You still haven't read it. All right. Well, True Blonde Mom, I have another book that is along that line of breaking things off into smaller pieces to make things, to really make progress in your life, but by doing these small things, okay? So I've read this book. If you are a Kaden long-term watcher, you might still not have seen this, because this was literally the first book I talked about, but I did not in a book club way. The first book I talked about in 2019, in January of 2019, that I talked about on the channel. It is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Has anyone read this yet or willing to read it again? Because it is awesome. I can't wait to read it again. It's been on my mind. It keeps coming back to me. You were in the K Squad before it had a name. I love it. Oh, good. You haven't read it? Guys, let me read. Turning simple disciplines into massive success and happiness. The Slight Edge is a way of thinking that enables you to make the daily choices that will lead you to the success and happiness you desire. It's awesome. And if you like Atomic Habits, we're going to eat this one for breakfast. Oh, what am I missing? Valerie. Oh, what'd you say, Valerie? Oh, I missed it. Lisa, good morning. Kate, first time I've been able to watch you live. Looking forward to reading that book along with the K Squad. Yay, Lisa! Doesn't this sound good, you guys? That is just, it's just it's a different approach. But from the first chapter, not available on Amazon? This one? Oh, we got to figure this out because it is so good. Check your libraries, guys. Check everything because it is so good. We've got to get our hands on it. The first chapter, when you're reading the first chapter, he tells you a little story and you're like, oh, the story he's telling you about two different people. And then when he just tells you more, you're like, oh my gosh, what it's going to tell you is, oh, this is another big point I want to point out. Kind of like we were talking about this book, many of you had the feeling, not everyone, but many of you had the feeling that this was more directed toward a younger generation, perhaps, getting started early, and later it's a little bit harder. This book, oh, you do see it on Amazon? Hi, Priya. This book is literally applicable to any age, any time, and reaching your goals and being productive. You could turn your life around anytime by reading this book and taking and getting the slight edge, which you will read how you can get the slight edge. And I know that just sounded like a commercial, but truly it's so enlightening in my opinion. And you guys know, we'll discuss and dive into chat. Let me just, hold on. Let me see if there's anything I can tell you that. So let me just read a couple. This book? Hold on a second. I am confused. Somebody got this for me. The book that, is it because it's $19.95 on in this hard version. Check your libraries, guys. See, oh, audiobook. It's on audiobook too. And is there I can't look because I'm on my phone. Is there a YouTube free audio version? Can somebody look at that real quick? Look on YouTube and see, is there a free audio? No Kindle option. Crud. Part 1, I'm just giving you how the slight edge works. The first chapter is the beach bum and the millionaire. The first ingredient, the choice, master the mundane, Slow down to go fast. Like just even the titles of the chapters, I'm like, you know, loving it. Don't fall for quantum leap, the secret of happiness, the ripple effect, but you have to start with a penny. Part 2, living the slight edge, 2 life paths, mastering the slight edge, invest in yourself, learn from mentors, use your slight edge allies, cultivate slight edge habits, living the slight edge, where to go from here. It's so good. Yeah, guys, so we've got a few weeks. We've got several. Hi, Mary. Good morning. We're not starting until June, after Memorial Day. So that first week of June. So please take your time. Check out your local library. I will be looking for anything on Amazon if it goes down. Maybe there's like, that's good news. Okay, audiobook. Half price book bin. Oh, it's so good, Suzanne. I love it. Again, I haven't. Oh, I'm going to reread it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be rereading it too. You know what? This is how I'm feeling. Atomic Habits was so influential to me at the beginning of the year. I loved it so much. And then I guess I didn't create strong enough habits in a couple ways to keep them. So I feel like this one, I remember I've got to I need re-inspiration, but it's a different angle than Atomic Habits. But again, that concept of small little wins to keep things moving and get the results that you need. And I think you guys will eat it up like you did Atomic Habits. I really do. I think it's I just remember loving it when I first read it, and I'm going to reread it again. You see a bookmark. I actually started reading it the other night because I was like, I got to make sure it affects me the same way as it did. And it did. Okay. Well, let's work on that because I really want you guys to read that one. The one I'm holding is so I got this as a gift I asked this for Christmas in Christmas of 2018 because I talked about it in a video in January 2019. Are there 2 editions? I don't know. This is the one that, the retail thing says $19.95. I wonder if it's gone up in value because, hi, Bonnie. I wonder if it's harder to get now or something like that. Let's keep our eye on it, guys. Put it in your Amazon cart and save for later, and let's see if it bounces down a little bit. But you guys said it's also an audiobook. YouTube audiobook, everyone, only 2 hours. Okay, so it's for free. You guys can listen to it for free on the YouTube if you choose to do it that way. Or check your libraries. Can everybody check your libraries too and let me know if you can get your hands on it? Oh, eBay too. Oh, but a different author. Yes. So this one is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Oh, found the audiobook in that robot voice. Oh, the robot voice. And you guys know that I'm going to extract as much information as I can out of it in our discussions too. So even if you listen to a little bit of the audiobook, hopefully you can get your hand on the book. Hopefully you can get it from the library for free. And then we'll, or ask your friends too. Does anybody have it? See if there's any way. Isn't that weird? I don't know. I've never had usually a problem getting my hand on a book. So let's not to put you on a wild goose chase. I know nobody wants to do that, but I really think that content will be good for us. Okay, you're on the wait list at your library. It says I'm first in line. Okay, awesome. Okay, so sorry, this little golf cart's going by. Okay, now I'm going to share a story that happened this weekend. Okay, so I have been off all week because of what happened. So please know, I'm about to talk about my second vaccination shot I'm not in here for a political discussion. It's not about that. It's more hopefully to tell you just kind of a personal story of what happened with me and keep it light and kind of humorous because it was a weird night. Okay. So again, please no political discussions. It's not about that at all. So last Saturday morning, I was going to get my second shot. I got the Pfizer shot, right? So I'd already got the first one. I had literally no side effects. My arm hurt a little bit, no big deal. So the second one, I had made the appointment and I said to my mom, I'm like, I hear there could be side effects. How about we go to breakfast together and then you come with me? Because, I don't have anybody to go with, do anything. So I was like, would you come with me? She said, yes. So if you guys did you guys see that picture I took of my mom that I posted? Did you guys see it on Facebook? I'm not Facebook, on YouTube. I put in my community tab a picture of me and my mama. Well, we had gone to breakfast, so I'd taken that picture of us together and I had posted it. So we went to breakfast. Yes, you saw my mom. So we went and had, it was a restaurant that's like a little bit of a nicer restaurant in our area. We had stuffed French toast, you guys. Have you had stuffed French toast? It was like cream cheese and strawberries. It was so good, right? Oh, you went together too, Jane? So we went to breakfast and I'm feeling good. We go get the shot, no problem. I think that after you've pushed a person out of your body, like shots don't freak you out as much as maybe they did before. Like I'm like, whatever. And none of my friends, nor my family, not my mom, not my dad, not my nobody had a reaction yet to the second one, though I'd heard that you might get flu-like symptoms. And when the gentleman gave me the shot, he said, I just want you to know, hi Cheryl, my mother, he said he wanted me to know that he had reactions to the second shot. He had chills, he had fever, he was exhausted, but his wife had zero. He goes, so I'm just letting you know it could go either way. So I said, okay. Now, nobody in my family, and again, in my circle, had any reaction, so I wasn't worried about it. So then after we got the shot, left, no problem. You sit around for 10 or 15 minutes, nothing. So my mom and I went to Home Depot. Oh, Jude, here, yeah. I feel so bad for your daughter. Okay. So we went to Home Depot. Now, I haven't been out in public. I've been out in public, but everyone's still wearing masks. We're at Home Depot. There were a sea of people. And I was actually really excited because you guys know, I'm not the best cook. And as far as like home owner, I'm still new. Last summer, oh, by the way, guys, yesterday was the 1 year ago since I stepped foot in this house for the first time. I felt really emotional about it yesterday. I felt really excited about that. It was 1 year ago, May 15th of last year, that I actually saw this place for the first time. And today, a year ago, is the day I put in the offer that like quite literally changed my life. Like my life is, So anyway, so I was going to get a couple hanging plants and I was actually planning to share with, thank you, Valerie. I was actually planning to share with you like a little mini, you guys know I don't do hauls, but like almost like a home improvement, little mini Home Depot haul of what I was planning to get. Cause you guys know, Team Gert's here, hey. I don't usually work on the outside of my house. Prior to owning my house, you guys know I was a renter for 7 years, and before that, never owned a house. So I was really excited to share with you guys that I took some time to get some stuff for the outside of the house. Maybe a couple hanging plants. There's this like plant on my front porch that died over the winter. Like I'm gonna take that out, repot it, like make it look all good. And I was really excited to share that. So we go into the store and it was just like, it was so packed. It was so packed, and I'm not used to being around this many people yet. And the line, like if I would have gotten in line, it would have probably taken like 30 minutes just to check out. It was too much. It was too much. And my mom and I were looking at each other. I'm like, I'm not really feeling this. Are you? And it was just overwhelming. And it was like, they weren't being crazy. No, they were totally, everyone was chill. Everyone was normal. It was just the volume of people in Home Depot this morning. I think it's everybody's out there. They want to plant. They want to do their thing. So anyway, I didn't buy anything. All that to say, I didn't buy a squat. Didn't get a hanging plant. Didn't get the thing. I was going to get, Mom said, oh God, you guys, I'm such a newbie. What is it that you put around the plants? Oh my gosh. Not soil, but like, what is the other stuff? A bag of mulch. Mulch. Thank you. Mulch. That's what I was planning again. Yeah, mulch. Mulch was the word. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Mulch is what I was going. Yeah, like to make it look nice. I was planning on buying a bag of that. Long story short, didn't buy anything. Okay, keep moving on. So after that, my cousin, their son was turning 1, and they were having a little birthday party in Florida. Obviously, we couldn't be there, so we were going to do a Zoom. So we had to move it along. Fast forward to the afternoon. I'm really tired. Okay, I'm really tired, but I'm always tired on Saturday afternoons. Saturday afternoons, I wanted to, Christiana from Well Behaved Wallet. Hey, hon, how are you? And hey, Kesh, how are you? So I go to take a nap because I'm really tired, but it's also, I had a long week. I just got the shot. I'm like, well, maybe, the vaccine, maybe I'm just tired. Maybe it's just the end. It's just tired. Hi, Jan. Oh, look, I've got all my YouTuber people coming in here too. So I slept like most of the afternoon, and that's a little bit much for me, but I was really tired. And so I was just like, well, and Kaden was with his dad. So I FaceTimed them before bed, and then I went to sleep. And so far I'd just been tired, so I didn't think anything much of it. So I wake up in the middle of the night, my eyes open, and I'm like, I'm really cold. I shut my eyes, and I just try to like wrap my blankets a little tighter. I'm just kind of like cocooning myself. But I'm shivering, and I'm like, is the heat on? Do I not have the heat on? Did I leave a window open? I'm pretty sure I didn't, because I hadn't even opened the windows yet. I'm like, why am I so cold? And like you're in that sleepy state, so nothing's really making sense. You're just kind of like, you're just trying to like wrap up even tighter. And I'm shaking, and I'm like, hi, Floor. And I'm like, well, geez, like, I gotta go turn the heat up. Like, this is ridiculous. So I go walk over to the thermostat, and my hand is shaking. And I'm like, what the? And then I'm like, oh, like this could be like a side effect, but I was shaking so bad. I turned the heat up, like I got the heat up, and then I had to go to the bathroom. And while I'm in the bathroom, this is way TMI, like I almost fell off the toilet. I was shaking so hard. I'm on the toilet, sorry, visuals. But I'm shaking. I'm like just trying to get it over with as quick as possible so I can run back to the bed. So I get out of the bathroom. I grab my big, oh, what happened, Gert? Oh, sorry. I'm seeing all the, oh, congratulations, Gert. Found a job, $19 an hour, full benefits. I'm officially leaving. Yay, that is so amazing. All right, so I grab my blanket. I grab my bathrobe. I'm like, just wrapped up as tight as I can in my bed. I'm shivering, I'm shaking, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, this is bad. I'm like, why am I obviously I'm having side effects, but I'm like, all right, like in the middle of the night, if you don't feel well, you still want your mom. Like, that was the feeling I was getting. So I'm shaking, and I'm like, what would my mother do right now? I'm not calling her. It's almost 3:00 in the morning. Yes, Selena. I'm like, Mom would say, get the Tylenol. So I'm like, okay, I need Tylenol. And I'm like, where is the Tylenol? And I remembered where I last put it. So I'm like, okay. So when you're freezing like this and you're shaking, I'm literally like hobbling, shaking. I'm wrapped up like I don't know, grab the Tylenol, get it down. Cause I'm like, I know the fever is coming. I haven't had a flu in years. And if you've had the flu a long time ago, you remember this. It's not pleasant. But I also kept telling myself, all right, it's temporary. If this is happening, it's temporary. Like just, yeah. But what would mom do exactly? Mom says, get the Tylenol. Get the Tylenol in me. I get back into the bed and I'm just laying down and I'm like, this is terrible. Like I'm trying to fall asleep, but then it went the other way. Then I'm on fire. I'm burning up. All the blankets come off. I'm down to as little as possible, but I'm still under the covers because you're like cold and you're hot, but I'm burning up. And I'm like, this doesn't feel right. Like, I don't know. I need to get the thermometer. So I have that thermometer, you know, that you put on your forehead. And I don't know about you guys. I never think that thing is accurate. Sounds like a great book, Jerry. So I get the thermometer and I put it on my head and I look at it and I'm like, I'm like, no, like Kaden's been sick, knock on wood again. He's a very healthy child. Thank you, God. But I mean, we rarely have over 102 degrees. Like, do you guys rarely have, I mean, you know, rarely over 102, like 102, 103 is pretty high. Mine said 104.7. 104.7. I'm like, tap, tap. Is this thing on? Is this broken? Did it again. 104.7. I'm like, is this a hospital visit? Like, do I need to go to the hospital right now? I have nobody to bounce this idea off of. It's the middle of the night. I'm like, okay. So I know that I've taken the Tylenol and it's gonna come down, but I've got to be patient. I got to get through it. I go to the freezer. I take out every ice pack you could fry an egg. Yes, helter skelter. I have these ice packs for Kaden that are like emojis. They're little circles. I had the one with the hearts on my head, the one with the tears on my neck, every emoji literally pressed against every pressure point of my body to try to cool down. And I'm just burning up. I'm just burning up. And I'm like, I need to get some water too. I'm sure hydration is important. So I'm trying to get some water in. Oh, I had like a Gatorade too. Tried to get some Gatorade in, some electrolytes, some water. I don't know. In the middle of the night, we're in this, like, I'm just like in this moment. I'm like, I don't even know what I need right now. All the ice packs, as much water as I can ingest, the Gatorade. But I just kept thinking, like, am I underreacting? 104.7? When is the last time you had 104.7? Almost 105 degrees? That's not right. So anyway, I just kept telling myself, it's going to pass, it's going to pass, it's going to pass, you're going to be okay. But long story short, I was up almost all night long, just fluctuating temperatures. And, all right, so this is what sucked. The next morning was Mother's Day. Okay. So I knew I at least didn't have the live, like, but Sundays, you guys, is when I film all my videos, right? So Sunday afternoon, like when we get out of here, I film my videos. So, but also it's Mother's Day. We had plans to go just to my mom's house and have donuts and muffins and like have like a cinnamon rolls. They'd gone to Panera, got some stuff. Like we were just gonna have like a little, you know, nice time together with Kaden, my mom, and like just like have a little Mother's Day. We weren't going anywhere. We were just gonna relax. But my mom texted me at 8 and I'm like, Mom, I'm like, no, I haven't. I told her what happened. I said the side effects ended up kicking in. I won't be able to. So I basically slept the entire Mother's Day. At one point, Kaden and his dad came over. They brought me little presents, brought me some food, but I couldn't eat at first in the morning because I felt just, I couldn't ingest anything. It was terrible. But that is exactly why I did a blog post for Weekly Wednesday this week, because I did not have any time to, okay, I didn't film anything on Sunday. So Monday I actually ended up filming it, or I don't know. Anyway, long story short, I did not have the time that I normally do for my video that I normally do. And you guys know I'm like clockwork. Somebody was just saying, okay, you know that video I did for Monday, the one that I talked about getting things done and how I kind of block off time to do stuff? Sunday is crucial for me. And one of you guys, actually, one of you subscribers wrote, like, if I don't stick with my schedule, I'm thrown off. And I was thinking, oh man, that's a bummer, like that you can't get back on track. I couldn't get back on track. I was behind all week with this. And so, but the other thing about doing the blog post for Wednesday is I do want you guys, I need to get in the practice of posting content on the page because I want to have a hub of place for you guys to do it and practicing doing the written version. But I know you guys probably prefer a video, so I will get back into my videos. But it was just 1 week, but I didn't want to explain all that. Like, where was I going to explain all that? You know what I mean? Like, where was I going to explain it? Nadine, yeah, I had emojis just like plastered. So anyway, so I'm sorry I didn't have a Wednesday video, but I was also trying to get you guys in the habit of checking out the blog because I do want to post more there. And I had so many people. So then I put on the community tab, like, do you guys see the community tab? The whole point of the community tab is supposed to almost be, it should come up in the feed like a video, like when I come up, but like, maybe you guys don't have the bell on, but I had several people asking, where's Weekly Wednesday? And I didn't know if you guys, how do I say this? Like, care about Weekly Wednesday too much yet because it's new. But I think you do. Am I gathering that Weekly Wednesday is a thing that you guys are into? Because my views are much lower on that day, and I'm kind of like, maybe nobody cares about it anyway? But I think you do by the reaction of not having it. Okay. Okay, so you saw the post for that? Okay, you did see it in the, okay. You do love Weekly Wednesday. Okay. Oh, thanks, Debbie. You do like Weekly Wednesday. Okay, I just want to make sure people are watching. If I'm going to put the time to make the video and you guys, you know, you're going to pop in and do it, awesome, because I love reading what you guys are accomplishing. And I think I had a couple of people that had some really big wins they wanted to share, and they were like, where do I put it? And I was like, put it in the post, but they didn't see the post. It was, you know. Wouldn't want me pushing myself when I wasn't feeling well. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I didn't want to, like, you know what? I even hesitated to tell the story because I don't want people thinking, don't get this, you know, don't get the vaccine because you get sick. I am fully recovered. It's over. It's done. I don't want you feeling like that way, but I did want to also share the story that it could happen and that is why I was out of commission for a couple days. Okay, Goldie Fish. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. You love all my videos. Bonnie, I'm happy to see you in the live today. So, you know, so I just wanted to explain it verbally this way because I felt like it wouldn't have done it justice to just be like, didn't feel good. I don't know. I feel better with this. How many days did it last? Okay, so I got the shot Saturday morning. The chaos started in the middle of the night. It was almost Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, it was like 2 days. 2 days. One day, Sunday was the worst of it. Sunday night was the worst of it. Like 12 hours later was the worst of it. And then it continually got better. But I did not go to work on Monday because in the morning, my body hurt so bad from all the shaking. I had to just take some more Tylenol and sleep a little bit more. So Sunday, Monday was, 48 hours it was gone. The shot put you out for 3 days. Okay, so, you know, it's just, it's a drop in the pan, you know. It was sucky for a little bit. Now it's over. It's done. Oh, Jan, thank you so much. So, guys, like, it was, like, 48 hours of that to not have the other stuff. Like, it was like, you know, it was not the best Mother's Day, but whatever, you know. Oh, when did I record Pajama Drama? I recorded it at the end of Monday, like literally right before it was posted because I didn't feel good all day Monday. So I had to post it. Like I literally got it done right before it was posted. Jan, thank you for that super chat so much. Thank you for that. And I am feeling better, and thank you so much. Yeah, I did call out of work. Yeah, True Blonde Mom, I had to call out of work for Monday. But I have some sick time I have not used, so I didn't feel bad about that. Like, you know. And just like since the virus, guys, I have not missed one day of work for sickness. And I also, you know, some people got to work from home. Some people got to, like, I have been in the office the entire time where people had, anyway, it was literally the first time that I had a time off related to the virus in a way, you know. Yeah, so pajama drama was almost not made, but I was like, I got to get this done. There are no expectations that you post when you're sick. We all just want you to be well. Thank you. My mom got it yesterday. She didn't have any side effects. Yeah, right? Like my mom had no side effects. My brother had no side effects. My dad had no side. Yeah, still please do. Okay, we go. Oh, you're getting your second dose Wednesday, Jan. Nice. Your health is first. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I never want to let you down, you guys, you know? Like, I never want to let you down. So, like, Monday, I, like, banged that thing out. Hopefully you liked it. I got good feedback on that. But the irony of what I was going through when I filmed it, it was really weird. Thank you. Yeah, and so Wednesday, so today, that's another thing, though, I wanted to ask you guys. I always ask you at the end of the lives, if you remember, what's something I can help with this week that's on the top of your minds that might be a good, thanks, Jan. She says, I never let you down. Thank you. What's something I can help you with this week that I could consider for a video topic, either for Pajama Drama or Frugal Friday? I usually have ideas of what I want to do, guys, but I like to be very in tune with what you're going through now. And if I can accommodate more what you're, you know what I mean? Like, I have my own agenda, but like, I like to be in tune with what you're going through. Is there anything at the top of your mind right now, top of your heart, that you're like, I could use a video on that? If so, drop it in the comments. I've got my pen and paper ready in case there's something. Do you think you're back on track now or resetting today going forward? I think so if I can get so if I don't get my videos done on Sunday, I'll be very honest, it's almost impossible for me to get it done during the week. So this is like, some Sundays, I'm tired. I really, you know, like, I'm like, would, you know, need to take a nap. And sometimes I do, but Sunday is my day, or Saturday if I would do it. But Saturday is more like my task day, laundry, cleaning, maybe visiting with a friend. Like, that's kind of like my to-do list day that is not necessarily YouTube related. Sunday, while we're together like this, I'm in the mind frame, and this Sunday is the day when I don't have Kaden with me, when I can, because otherwise, guys, during the week, when I get out of work, it's all about Kaden at nighttime. So it's very, like, Debbie, you and I, we had that hour on your channel, but Kaden at 8 o'clock came out and was like, time for bed. He's so regimented. It's so funny. So, like, Sunday is my day. So yes, I have to like figure it out on Sunday. During the week is very hard for me to film. Mom's Day to be enjoyed in the future. Every day is Mom's Day. Yeah. Tips for cats. We're getting a kitty. Never had one. Oh man. I don't think I could put a good video for that right now. But Tammy, I could probably send you like a personal message on that, because I am so excited you're getting a cat. When are you getting that cat? Is it a boy or is it a girl? Money management for holidays is a good topic. I imagine lots of people will be taking holidays in the coming months. Wish I got to. Vacationing on a budget. Tips or ideas how to be fun without breaking the bank. This is another one that I struggle with, guys, because I very rarely go on vacation, and I don't have good saving money besides like I don't know if I'd have something that would be like original that would really help you. I'll think about that though. I'd love to hear about free things to do for fun because no money. Oh, I just did one. Didn't I just do one? Hold on. I would love to hear about free things to do for fun because, son, if you type in Kaden, things to do this summer for free, I have a whole video. Check that out because I have a lot of content. I have a whole video that I did with Slay This Debt with Deidre over at Slay This Debt. That one might be really helpful. Oh, retirement calculators, Margaret. I know. I liked calculator.net. But yeah, I know what you mean about that. Oh, figuring out kids' extracurriculars, time and money. That's another thing right now that I have not much invested with that because Kaden is not doing any right now, which is weird. Jane, what part of the world do you live in? Curious. Returning to work after losing your job. Mine was due to COVID, but I got a job offer this week. I mean, financially related stuff. Very nice, Bonnie. Congratulations. Yes, it seems like a lot. That is something that I kind of want to talk about. I think I might have talked about this last week and it didn't get in there, but like returning to work, returning to like adding extracurriculars back in, kind of like re-entry into the world as it's coming out the other side, because I think that it's very important that we're very intentional on what we add back into our life. We were kind of forced to take a step back and do things differently for a bit. And now that we can start to pick and choose what we put back in, I think it's very important that we decide what we do, so that we don't fall into... There was a lot of people during that time, like prior to when everything kind of like halted, where everyone was running extracurricular to extracurricular and not having time with their family. And then all of a sudden we're in the house with our family more than we ever imagined. And like, it was a real wake up call. I had a lot of friends that really felt like it was a blessing in a way that they got to be with their their family in a way that they were not used to, because they were always on the go, and everybody had to kind of take a minute or months or a year and like reevaluate, how they were going to do things. And so I don't know, that's kind of like a thing I'm thinking about, like how to, post COVID coming into it, yeah, Willow, that's like a whole, right? Like it's so true. Sometimes it's too much to go from one thing to the next. Oh, True Blonde Mom has a recent video of frugal vacation if you want to check that out. Nice. I think I'll start taking... Oh, Nadine says, totally agree with you, Kate. I could not return to frantic lifestyle of before COVID. Right. Yeah, True Blonde Mom. I don't think I got to see that one yet. I'll probably check that out too, because like I said, I don't have a lot of vacation time in this job right now, so it's kind of like it's going to be a special occasion when I do. And I don't even know, honestly, if when I finally do take a vacation, if I'm going to kind of go, what's the term? Oh, it's probably inappropriate to say on YouTube. Ball, something to the wall. Like, I don't know if I'm going to go like all in on it, or if I will continue to like try to make it as frugal as possible, depending on what I do. I don't go anywhere. Anything else anybody's struggling with? Just so I know. Anything else in the forefront of your minds? Oh, Under the Median has some good frugal ideas. Yeah. Hope and Larry, that's good. I know like Jordan Page does like Disney on a budget, and there's many. If you're doing like Disney on a budget, there's a lot of like that. Yeah, Margaret, I like staycations too. There's so many ways. I've seen so many other videos. Maybe someday I will do one. I just would rather have more experience with it. I have ideas, but I don't know, like, I haven't actually done it, so I'm like, can't be like, oh, I remember the time I did this. because I didn't. I always try to do videos of stuff that I have experience with to give you a little bit more realness with it because I've done it. Returning back to normal hard. Oh, decluttering sentimental items, Sandra. Oh, that is so hard. But there are definitely some ways to work around that. Staycations too for Donna. When we did Disney in 2019, I literally cut 30% off of the entire trip with frugal ideas. I need to do a video on that. Heck yeah, Debbie. That would be great. How about highlighting your takeaway lesson from each of the books you've read so far? Like if you don't read this book, you're... Nadine, you know what? That's so funny that you say that. I really feel like I missed the boat on this because I did it for essentialism. If you guys remember, I did an essentialism takeaway. And I think kind of Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits, I built many videos around it, but for the second book we did, I did not. And for this one, I probably could do that. I think that's a good idea. I do think that is a good idea. Wait, am I missing a book? Do we have one in between there? But I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea. And I thought of that after, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, should I do one leading into it so people get more interested? But I think that the takeaways after is a good idea. Sorry, the sun's just a little in my eyes. Hold on. We did house sitting. Don't know if it's right for now. Nadine, that's a good idea. Yeah, totally. That's a good idea. I am another Jan who watches your channel. Just want you to know how much I enjoy your channel. You've got a friend in Virginia. Thank you, Jan. Hi. I love that. So glad you're here. Hope and Larry did it camping. I like thinking I'm a camper, but in reality, not a camper. You know, camping is such an interesting, I know that Debt-Free Dana talks about camping a lot. That's like her jam. And in camping for me, like camping in a tent is a hard no. But like if I had a camper or if I had like one of those like, you know, kind of glamping kind of like dialed up just a little bit, you know, somewhere where there's a toilet, I could probably get down with that. Team Gert, I think opening a restaurant with just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So many options of peanut butter and jellies. Could sell the peanut butter. Yeah, I would go there because I love peanut butter and jelly. Given your house anniversary, maybe a 1-year reflection, faux budget. Sandra, I love that idea. So my house anniversary of seeing it was yesterday. Today is the anniversary of putting in the offer. In late June is when we actually moved in. So anytime in the next month, that could definitely be a great one. Yes, your money or your life. Yes, I did not do a takeaway on that one. But I should have because that had some good points too. Oh, I was buffering. Sorry, guys. Debt-Free Dana hasn't posted in a while and missed her videos. You know what? She used to do every Tuesday morning, right? Was it every Tuesday morning? I used to look forward to that. Maybe she's got some stuff going on. Kate, a camper. Oh my gosh. So in our area, there's like many campsites, but it's such a short season around here. Glamping. You would love a reflection of home buying? Awesome. I'm just going to write house stuff. Oh, I mean, I just saw it not too long ago, Debt-Free Dana. It's hard because, I mean, she has many children. I'm talking about Debt-Free Dana. She has many children. I don't know what, and her husband, I think, work full-time jobs on top of it. You guys know, it's hard. Well, me and How Debbie Saves talk about this all the time. It is hard to, and oh guys, How Debbie Saves, she just started a money coaching business. So if you're interested in that, just know that that is on her plate now. It's hard to have a full-time job working, you know, the 9-to-5 route and then continue and have a YouTube channel. So I'm thinking with Debt-Free Dana and with, I think she has 4 kids. That must be hard. But I do love her videos, so I hope she continues. Sun in my eyeballs. Oh, her last video was on stimulus checks. Okay, yes, that was a little bit ago. Do you have a semi-attached house? No, I have a single, what does that mean? I'm so sorry. I have a single family. Decorating your house on a budget? Yeah, because well, you guys know, the only thing I got new was my dining room table. So I just like did the remix on everything else in my house. And then the computer is not decor, obviously, but that, like, those are my big spending in a year, you know? Oh, you're welcome, Debbie. I'm so excited for you. Oh, I see, Willow. Okay. Guys, what are you doing after this? I could talk to you guys all day. What are you guys doing when you get out of here? Of course, it's like right, there we go, a little shade. I'm going to go make some videos. I'm going to have some brunch. Oh, this is a really weird question. So yesterday I made those meatballs that I really like, right? Bed, nice. Oh, Bloody Marys. Nice. Ooh, with your sweetheart. Nice. Front yard work. Walk time. Love it. You're knitting. I'm retired. I'm so jealous. Needs prepper. I don't know if needs prepper was in the accident. What's that? Kate, I'm going to risk taking in an apartment while owning my home. Really? Taking my little one for a bike ride, cook, my Chinese homemade dinner. Needs prepper. Oh, I don't know needs prepper. I have to check that out. Are they okay? Making dinner and learning some sign language. That's so cool. Barbara had the Pfizer vaccine. It was horrible. Had fever, chills, and extreme fatigue. Oh, you had it for both of them. I only got it nailed with it on the second one. Sorry, Barbara. I hope you're feeling better now. Dog walk. Lunch with friends. Eggs. Yes, Team Gert. I work, but not for 5 hours. Okay. Needy prepper. I'll have to check that out. Thunderstorms here in Kansas right now. No outside activities for you, Jamie. Yeah, what are you talking about, granny prepper or needy prepper? Because I know it's needy prepper. Okay, I don't know needy prepper. Oh, you're looking for the new book? Guys, what else was I going to just tell you? Was I just saying something and I just sidetracked? Oh, I know what I was going to say. This is completely unrelated and weird. I made these Swedish meatballs. You guys know the meatballs that I make with barbecue sauce, grape jelly, and usually Angus beef meatballs. So, I made them yesterday, but I have a bunch of leftovers. What can I do to repurpose those meatballs? And is there a way that I can put them in a wrap that wouldn't be disgusting and that won't fall apart? Oh, Needy Homesteader. Do you guys know who Needy Homesteader is? I'm not familiar with Needy Homesteader. You're actually attending your first virtual bridal shower, Nadine. It's definitely different, but it's nice that people can all participate. Oh, you do have to try my meatballs, Denise. They're so easy and so yummy. But so now I have like I don't know how many left over. Can I cut them up? Like I'm thinking like a meatball sub but I don't have sub rolls. Can I do it in a wrap, or is that disgusting? What if I cut them in half and put them in a wrap? Would they be more reasonable? Or should I make some pasta and put them on top of that? Or should I, like, what can I do with these meatballs? Well, I don't want to freeze them. I want to eat them. I want to eat them today. On top of rice or mashed potatoes. Ooh, mashed potatoes. I don't have any, or rice, but that would be good. Hoagie buns with provolone. Kate, I don't have that. I got like, yeah, pasta. I'm trying to think what I have in my, use what I've got, you know, and I don't have that much. Okay, pasta. Pasta would be good. I do have pasta, so I could do that. Smash them with a fork. Yep. Cut them in half, wrap with cheese and melting over them. Yeah. Who said that? Margaret. I'm kind of into that. Putting them in a food processor to grind them and then using it as taco meat. That's a good idea. No one's watching you eat it. Yeah. It won't be as cute. A wrap with arugula. I don't have any arugula here either right now. I'm just thinking, what do I have on hand? But good idea. Make toasties out of them. Toasties? What's a toastie? Love your ideas though, you guys. Dollar General run. Yeah. Oh, I'm too lazy. Just want to stay home. I could even just eat them straight again. Just heat them up and just eat them. I could do that. But I kind of like that cheese in a wrap. Like maybe with cheese. I think I might cut them in half. Spread them out, put some cheese on top, and wrap it up. As gross as it might be. Oh, you know what I also got? I have guacamole and chips. This makes no sense of how this is going to go together. But you guys, do you know how much I love guacamole? Too much. You're having coffee, and then now you're wanting some meatballs. Oh my gosh. I'm starving now. Because I don't eat, but I tell you, I don't eat before we come on here. It's just like, I don't do it. And so now I'm always starving when we come out of here. I'm going to eat. And guys, it was so good catching up with you. I just wanted to be here a little extra longer with you guys today because I missed you so much last week and it's good to catch up. So, all right, I'm going to work on my video. I'm going to eat. Then I'm going to work on my videos. Weekly Wins Wednesday should be a thing again this week. Back to normal. Everything should be back to normal this week. It was just a weird week because my day was thrown off. Yeah, Margaret, now you want some meatballs. So I literally, just so you know, it's Angus beef meatballs. Again, that's something my dad put in my mind that are the best. I put it in a crock pot. I do a thing of barbecue sauce. You know, I like the Kraft barbecue sauce, and a 18-ounce thing of grape jelly, and you just put it in the crock pot. I did it on high for like 2 hours yesterday. I don't think that's probably excessive, but oh, so good. Oh, guacamole too. Yes. Yeah, Donna, I missed you guys. And it's so funny how it's like, it was just 1 week, but I just, you know. Oh, Debbie, thank you for saying you love my blog. Thank you. I'm going to continue to keep working on that. Thank you. Yes. All right. Guys, have a wonderful day. I will see you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and again next Sunday. We're finishing this book next Sunday. So please read chapters 8 and 9, and we'll do a wrap up, okay? All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you the rest of the week. Okay. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, everyone.